Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to XTW Relentless. We are live here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and we have a monstrous show for you guys here tonight. We're going to go ahead and kick off our first pay-per-view in 2K22 with a goddamn bang as Judy Parker faces up against Akane Tanaka for the UPWA Women's Championship. Right after this, Kamikaze Marty and Jacob Fisher are going to clash. We then got the Block Party and Darkness Incarnate facing up in a World Tag Team Championship match. Following that is our mid-card match of the night. Xander Storm and Zack Stasiak going to battle it out. Sean Golden and Jason Edwards are right after them. Then Seth Baker faces Cody Greer for the World Hardcore Championship. And of course, our main event of the evening, Riley Anderson challenges Johnny Nightblade for the UPWA Championship. A very huge show planned out for you guys here tonight. We are now planning on the first 2K22 pay-per-view to be a dud. But we'll see how it goes, because we know how this game fucking is. 2K22 is going to 2K22, and going to 2K22 all over a fucking show tonight. I didn't see it. I was glad to see you get the Ghost Rider cameo for the opening. Holy shit, what a stage. Thank you, I made it yesterday, straight up. Got some Fat Boy ice cream, and I've got a hankering for some UPW wrestling. Hell yeah, brother. Now let's do this for the Queen. Fuck the Nightblades, fuck Tub Bakers, fuck Chen Shao, fuck the Gavin guy. Alright, let's go ahead and get our first match of the night going. Like I said, we got Judy Parker and Akane Tanaka going one-on-one. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get onto it.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the Pro Wrestling Alliance Women's Championship.
Well, we got not Greg Hamilton joining us once again here for some UPWA television. Being sure to announce our UPWA Women's Championship match, but I guarantee he's not going to be here later on to announce our non-title matches. But regardless, betting for this match will begin now. Judy Parker getting set for this matchup. She and Akane Tanaka have been going back and forth for weeks over on Extreme Takedown Wrestling. And tonight they finally look to settle their differences over the UPWA Women's Championship as Judy Parker looks to become the first ever 4-time Women's Champion. We all know that the Queens will help Judy Parker. Do we? Got a pretty split bet here tonight between Parker and Tanaka. To be honest, I don't know. Usually I'm pretty confident on which way match is going to go, but I could not tell you who I believe is going to walk out of here as the winner. Now, Akane Tanaka, she walks in this match with the champion's advantage. She walks in this match with a mental advantage for sure over Judy Parker, and she has scored a couple of victories over Parker in the past couple of weeks, including that 6-women's tag match where Tanaka actually defeated Judy Parker. However, that was not a one-on-one scenario. This is going to be a completely different battlefield as Parker gets set to challenge for that title there, currently over Tanaka's shoulder. I'm not confident after everything Blood Money has dealt with this week. Yeah, you know, that is a fair point. Blood Money did have an opportunity to have 4 championship belts this week, but Oxley wasn't able to get into the European title match. Blood Money lost the tag titles, and now Tanaka defending the women's title.
From Orlando, Florida, Judy Parker.
Judy Parker walked into this match with a record of 6 wins, 10 losses, ranked at number 11 on XTW, 26 overall.
Kyoto, Japan. She's the Dragon, Akane Tanaka.
Akane Tanaka, meanwhile, with a rather opposite record, currently 9-4 so far in 2022, ranked at number 4 on XTW, ranked at number 9 overall. It's also worth noting that Judy Parker is 4-5 on the pay-per-view stage. Akane Tanaka at an even 3-3. But now this match gets set to take place. Judy Parker versus Akane Tanaka, 1-on-1 for the UPWA Women's Championship. And what a packed crowd we have here tonight to witness this contest. Judy Parker looking for a full mount, and Tanaka able to reverse it. Couple of strikes there, and now has Parker down, kick to the inside of the leg. Now looking to target that left leg of Parker, going after the ankle here. Defender strength, tell that to the tag title match. I mean, oh, well, yeah, fair enough, actually. Odd enough, I feel like if Judy wins, she'll lose it at the next pay-per-view. Probably. I'm not going to deny that is a very likely possibility. Tanaka gets launched over the top rope and down to the floor. Notice that the referee does not count, of course. No disqualifications, no countouts on Extreme Takedown Wrestling. So, champion's advantage, which Tanaka is used to having in this scenario, is out the window. This is Tanaka's very first offense under the new XTW rules. And you have to wonder if that's going to take a toll on her in this match. Tanaka with a roundhouse, and had Parker stunned, allows her to springboard off the ropes and take her down. Now Tanaka looking for a tool to help her out in this contest, brings out the steel chair. Classic weapon, but Parker is not going to allow her to use it. Instead, a snap suplex takes Tanaka down, and Parker looking to continue her offense here. Grabs by the hair, unloads these right hands into the forehead. And now looking to drop a knee, Tanaka gets out of the way. Oh! Roundhouse kick again. Parker able to catch the right hand, and instead take Tanaka down to the headbutt. And now Parker looking for a weapon of her own, but Parker able to duck the suicide dive and retrieve a sledgehammer from under the ring, now unloading on the legs of Tanaka, who takes her down with a diamond kick-axe. Now Tanaka back inside the ring, retrieves that steel chair. Gonna come back outside. And chair shot right to the back and the head of Judy Parker, continuing to unload with this chair. Parker back up, each other chair shot right to the skull. And now Parker running at the champion. Gonna bring her back inside the ring. And now Parker wants the steel chair. Yeah, tactical duck, for sure. Oh! Tanaka able to avoid the chair shot, but Parker able to avoid the springboard. And now wedges the chair up against the turnbuckle, something that Liv Morgan couldn't fucking do when he had Extreme Rules. And now Tanaka taking Parker down at the arm. And now a Fujiwara applied, trying to force the tap out of her challenger tonight. Going to relinquish the hold, move on to something else. Picks Parker back up, kicks to the gut. Tanaka setting up here, looking for the curb stomp. Has the outside leg hook to retain the UPWA Women's Championship. She only gets a 2. A tactical duck just sounds like a duck wrapped in camo. I mean, that would be a pretty tactical duck. Honestly, I'd pay money to see that shit. It's just a shame I couldn't be able to see it, you know, because of the camo. Liv was not at fault for that chair. I disagree, dude. She does not know how to wedge a fucking chair. She was trying to put it like between the actual fucking turnbuckles, not between the ropes. That was never ever going to work. But I will say, props to Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey for being able to adapt the spot. And now Tanaka, no! Looking for the DDT, Parker able to escape punches to the midsection. But Tanaka trying to maintain control, Parker continuing these shots to the ribs. Now from behind, looking for a back suplex, Tanaka able to backflip out of it. Kick to the gut, and a DDT on the chair. Now has the chair once again. And right to the skull. Parker trying to avoid these shots. Gets back up to her feet, punch to the gut. Tanaka turns it back around, brings Parker into the ring apron. Sounds like a ring problem to me. Sounds like a skill issue. Ronda did not help that spot look good, not gonna lie. I will say, I don't know whose idea it was to just go for the, like, sending whoever even was into the turnbuckle instead of the chair after the chair fell down. But I mean, like, I will give them props for being able to adapt the spot. But I am not going to just let it slide that fucking Liv Morgan doesn't know how to set up a steel chair between the ropes. Tanaka with a baseball bat, but Parker able to force it out of her hands. Now Parker tearing apart the Spanish announce table here. Tanaka, taking Parker down. But Parker back up to her feet, and nice hatch suplex there from Parker. Now what does she think, and retrieves the steel chair once again, runs around ringside. And Tanaka able to prevent the shot. Instead, German suplex. Now has the sledgehammer once again right to the shoulder. And another one. Looking for a third shot. Parker back up to her feet and takes the champion down to the big boots. Oh, that's right. It was into the ring post. Well, to be fair, it was a very awkward spot. I don't blame Ronda for not making it look good. It's like that was a very awkward angle to fucking do that from. Tanaka kicks to the gut, setting it up, looking for another curb stomp. And that's got to be it for the challenger. Hooks the outside leg. 1, 2. Tanaka is still champion. It's a Akane! Was that an accurate Tony Schiavone voice? In my head it was, at least. I don't know. See, Andy, I would have gone harder, but I do have, like, I do have family members in the house. I'm not trying to fucking piss people off at 11:16 p.m. But Akane Tanaka going to retain the UPWA Women's Championship. Now remains the only member of Blood Money to hold gold. But so far we've had one title defense successfully retained. We still have 3 more defenses to take place later on tonight, but for now, let's go ahead and move on to our next match of the evening, where Kamikaze Marty gets set to face off against Jacob Fisher 1-on-1, as I go ahead and get our music set up once again. There we go. Goes to show Akane is better than Oxley. Let's see. Gotta pay the bets out. That's what I'm forgetting to do right now. Let's see. Judy Parker, no, Akane Tanaka gonna get a win. That was a really good fucking match, though. I can't even lie. That was a great fucking opener. But now we're gonna go ahead and move on to our second match of the night. A spot on the card that Chris Jericho would be very ashamed to take right now. As Kamikaze Marty and Jacob Fisher get set to clash. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to it, shall we? There we go. And there he is, Kamikaze Marty, a man who needs no ring introduction, apparently. Yanni fucking on the draw. Ready to go with his bet. Now, Kamikaze Marty has been feuding with Jacob Fisher for the past month. It all started when Jacob Fisher laid out an open challenge to anybody who was being drafted over to XTW from Motor City Wrestling. Kamikaze Marty answered the challenge and forced Fisher to pass out to the CQK. Now, since then, Jacob Fisher has been terrorizing Kamikaze Marty, attacking him, getting in his head. And over the past couple of weeks, Jacob Fisher's influence on Marty has prevented him from scoring pinfalls, well, from scoring victories over Liam West. Now we are talking indeed. Jacob Fisher accompanied by Liam West in this matchup. He is going on a pull, oh my god. Yeah, he's already been out, Brendan. What the fuck do you mean, dude? But after the past month of torment, Kamikaze Marty looks to finally settle things with Jacob Fisher and Liam West once and for all as he goes one-on-one with Fisher here tonight. Alright, it's time to get it on. Kamikaze Marty, Jacob Fisher, one-on-one. But of course, no disqualifications in this matchup, as I always like to remind you guys about. So you have to wonder if Liam West is going to get involved in this match, but I'll make it into a 2-on-1, which would be completely legal. Marty up to the middle rope. And looking for a diving knee strike, catches Fisher. Trying to roll away from Kamikaze Marty. Gets back up to his feet. Fisher with a right club. And now a backbreaker, taking Marty down. Looking for a full mount. Marty able to reverse. Turn it around with a couple of forearms. Picks him back up. Marty looking for the jawbreaker to take Fisher down. And now going after the arm, trying to rip Fisher's arm. Rip his shoulder out of its socket. And now targets the head. Has a head scissor applied elbow right across the cranium. Now the headlock into a headstand goes Marty. And back into the headlock. Marty just doing a great job at wearing Jacob Fisher down in the early stage of this contest. Fisher's got to find some way to mount an offense once again, or else this match is going to go exactly like it did 3 weeks ago. I mean, Marty really is working, isn't he? Oh, there we go. Fisher finally able to get some defense in there, but Marty back on the offensive momentarily. Fisher trying to break Marty's block, and now finally with a suplex takes him down. Unloading these right hands across the side of the head. Trying to daze his opponent as he goes to the top turnbuckle, looking for a big splash. Into the cover now, has that outside leg hooked. Trying to score the early victory here tonight, but only gets a 1. This match going to continue on as Jacob Fisher looks for a knee drop, gets all of it. And now to follow up, picks Marty up. Right hand, no. Instead, kicks in the midsection. Quick left jab. And now setting up here, looking for the cradle DDT. Going right for the cover, has the outside leg hooked. But only a 2 count. Marty Madness, there we go. And now has the CQK locked in. Is he going to make Jacob Fisher pass out once again? No! Going to let go of the hold. Fisher able to stay awake, does not tap out or nothing, but Marty still in control momentarily. Fisher with a kick to the gut, pulls him in. Looking for that red cold river. They're now going to drag Marty back towards the middle of the ring. Hook the outside leg here to score the pinfall and put an end to Kamikaze Marty's night. But he only gets a 2 count. Now, as far as pay-per-view performances go, these two, well, Kamikaze Marty, he's currently got 4 wins and 6 losses on pay-per-view. Jacob Fisher, meanwhile, 6-15. He does not have a very great pay-per-view record. And to be honest, the only reason he even has the 6 is because of his great performance back at Soul Survivor. Wait a second, catches Marty. Able to shut down that flurry of offense with a backbreaker. But as I was saying, Jacob Fisher at Soul Survivor managed to make it to the finals, representing XTW. Picked up a few wins that night, but was ultimately defeated in the finals by Drew Campbell. And now off the middle rope, double axe handle takes Marty back down, going for the cover once again. Will that do it? Only one. Fisher bringing Marty up to the top turnbuckle. What the hell is he thinking here? There's a right hand. Wait a minute. Jacob Fisher with an avalanche Olympic slam. Going for the cover now. Has the outside leg hook to put Marty away. And only a 2. We've seen Jacob Fisher put many a superstar away with that Olympic slam, but we don't often see him deliver it from the top turnbuckle. Still, though, Marty able to kick out at the count of 2 and keep himself alive in this contest. But now Marty could be looking to put this matchup away as he sets Fisher up, lifts him up for the Marty Madness DDT. But he's not finished yet, waiting for Fisher to get back up to his feet. And from behind, Marty has the CQK locked in once again. Referee completely blocking the shot, but Marty, I believe, is going to force him to pass out. Yes, he will. This match is over. Oh my fucking god. This cutscene sucks. This cutscene fucking sucks. Marty equals 0. Jacob Fisher greater than 0. Jacob Fisher greater than... I'm so confused. See, I've only seen Marty do a comeback so far in this season. They both ended up failing. Yeah, I was about to say, did you mean like the other way around there? Yeah, there we go. Alright, well, either way. No, you're all good, dude. You're all good. Either way, Kamikaze Marty going to pick up the victory here tonight and hopefully put an end to this feud once and for all. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to move on to our next match of the night. Coming up next, we have our World Tag Team title match as the Block Party gets set to challenge Darkness Incarnate for the championships. Let's see. So that's why Cindy Van Divers, Xavier, Xander Storm, Jacob Fisher, all... No, so that's Cindy Van Divers, Xavier, Jacob Fisher, and Xander Storm all being fined and suspended. Yeah, I guess so. I feel like there's a few more that we're forgetting there. Jason Edwards, can't forget about him. All 3 members of La Militia fucking punched the ref now. Let's see here. Kamikaze Marty getting the win right there. Let me go ahead and pay y'all out real quick. And there you go. XTW loves ref abuse. XTW loves ref controversy. Maybe XTW does the controversy and then XTW, like, pays the refs back for it. Maybe that's what happens. It's all just, like, you know, the circle of life thing. You know, the circle of the referee's life. They don't get comeuppance for their actions until the following episode. Until, like, 5 days later. But they do eventually get what they fucking deserve. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to our next matchup, though. We got Block Party taking on Darkness Incarnate. Like I said, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right on to it.
I'm on my own, against the wall. The pressure's building, but no, I will never fall. Instead of climb, they hear me roar. And now I see that I'm way better than before. I never needed you at all. When I fall down, I'ma watch you fall down. I'm living large now. I never needed you at all. When I fall down, I'ma watch you fall down. I'm living large now. I never needed you at all.
Lehman's done so many things to that ref. I still ain't forgotten about that fucking triple teardrop suplex. Now the Block Party have been on quite the roll as of late. Back at Soul Survivor, the Block Party defeated 3 other teams, including the Kiwi Buzzsaws, the Bakers, and Strength and Power. I totally didn't have to go back at my notes and figure that out. But they defeated 3 other teams at Soul Survivor in an elimination tag match to become the best team in the UPWA. At least that's what that whole rivalry was about. But since then, they have laid out the challenge to Darkness Incarnate that they want the World Tag Team Championships. And 2 weeks ago, they were able to defeat Tommy Blaine and Jordan Carr, representing Darkness Incarnate, in tag team action. Last week, however, the other night, Logan Black managed to defeat Justin James when those two went one-on-one. But now tonight, the Block Party gets set to face off against Black and Carr, the World Tag Team Champions, for the tag team titles. Why do they have goatees? Ask Jordan. Now, Darkness Incarnate have been pretty dominant champions, I have to say. So far, they have reigned for 131 days as World Tag Team Champions, defeating the British Empire back on the March 5th episode. Wait, that ain't right. Defeating them at Apocalypse. I was about to say, they didn't fucking beat them on XCW. They beat the British Empire at Apocalypse earlier this year to become the 4th ever World Tag Team Champions. They're still a ways away from surpassing the British Empire's reign. But in order to get there, they'll have to get past the Block Party here tonight. And of course, that's what it's all about right there. Okay, no introductions at all. I guess we're just speedrunning this shit. Yep, there's our champions. Man, not Greg Hamilton is really fucking up his job. I never thought I'd say this, but I kind of miss JoJo. Either way this match gets set to take place, it looks like it'll be, I believe that's Justin starting this matchup off against Logan Black. Not gonna lie, I didn't realize how hard it's gonna be to tell these two apart this time. Oh! Bit of a rematch from this past Tuesday, or this past Monday night, excuse me, of XTW. Never mind, Jordan Carr gets tagged in. And now Carr and Justin James gonna go one-on-one here to start this off. Justin James is continuing to go round and round. And finally, slams Carr down into the canvas with that power slam, unloading these right hands now into the face. And now off the ropes, Justin James. Well, we all know that the Block Party love to have a good time in that ring. And Justin James in this World Tag Team Championship match is making no exception. But Jordan Carr going to take advantage of the antics and turn things around with that boss man slam. Now unloading these right hands across the side of the head. Might be harder to tell the members of Darkness Incarnate apart. The Black and Red attire throws a lot of people off. Yeah, that's a fair point. You know, I can't deny it. Carr trying to choke the life out of Justin James over there in the corner. Completely legal in this contest. No disqualifications on XTW, as I love to mention. But Logan Black now tagged in. So is Dustin James. Collar to start that off there. But Black going to bring him into the corner. And now a headbutt. Another one. And a couple more. Bringing him down to that bottom turnbuckle and just shoving that boot across the throat of Dustin. So something popped. I'm going to lurk for now. Alright, for sure, bro. I hope everything's going alright, man. We'll hopefully still be here when you get back. Logan Black sending James head first into the canvas, just getting very aggressive with him here tonight, which is very in character for the American Satan. Now going to bring him face first into the corner. Reversal. Oh, wait. Jordan Carr going to tag in. Dustin changing his target. And going to bring Carr face first into the corner. Dustin, no, Irish Whip sends him back in. And off the rebound, takes him down to that two-handed bulldog. And, oh, looking for a big leg drop. Carr gets out of the way. Pulls him in once again for another boss man slam. I just remembered why Chen and that other guy, Tommy Blaine, isn't out here. Why is that? Is it because of that stupid-ass bullshit that happened on XTW a few weeks ago? Dustin a couple of right hands, and now just drops Carr. But still not finished. What is Dustin James thinking here? Off the ropes. And looking for a people's moonsault. Picks him back up and takes him right back down, unloading the right hands. Dustin James is targeting the head of Jordan Carr, it seems, in this match. And continuing to unload these shots right into the skull. Probably trying to bust Carr open. Tag made back to Justin. Carr trying to roll away. But the bigger James brother drops him back down with that club. Carr able to fight him off, however, make that tag back to Logan Black, who gets taken down by a flying forearm. And now James once again spinning around. And finally slams Black down with a power slam. But Black, quick kick to the face and an uppercut, regains control for now, lifts him up, and gives him some snake eyes. And just slamming him into the canvas. Now unloading these right hands, trying to give him a concussion at this point. Justin James looks like, yeah, he's already been busted open. You can see the blood pouring down from his eyebrow. Logan Black trying to earn the pinfall victory off of the painkiller. Not going to happen. James able to kick out. Now has Black up on his shoulders. But Black able to fight free. A couple of elbows to the side of the head. Looking for right hand. James with the counter. Now looking for the suplex. No, wait. Oh, into a neck breaker. Very innovative offense. Tag made back to Dustin. Black trying to block, but Dustin James pulls him in for that modified variation of a scoop slam. Only gets him a 1 count. Not sure what the hell Dustin was planning there, but Logan Black had an answer for it. Now pulls him in. Sort of a version of the Exploder Suplex. Not entirely sure what you would call that. But Black is going to make the tag to Jordan Carr while Dustin James recovers. And Carr looking for a clothesline. James takes him down with the right hand. Now picks him up looking for a back suplex. Carr able to turn things around with ease. And now setting up, calling his shot, looking for the drive-by. Now the cover has the outside leg hook to pin Dustin James and retain the World Tag Team Championship, but he only gets a 2 count. Dustin's still got fight left in him, and Carr is trying to beat it out of him. Now Carr makes that tag back to Black. Black setting up for something there, gets countered. Dustin James now pulls him in for a Samoan drop. Now going to make that tag back to Justin. He's had time to nurse that wound. But you have to wonder if he's recovered enough. Maybe not. It looks like the blood may be getting in his eyes. He missed that Superman punch. But now he's got a hold of Logan Black and takes him down with that DDT. Picks Black back up, and this time gets that Superman punch. Into the cover goes Justin. Hook of the outside leg, and only a 2 count. Now going to pick Black back up, punch to the midsection, sends him into the, over the top rope and down to the floor. And now James, quick stomp to the gut, and 1 to the leg. But Black with a back elbow to the midsection, punch to the gut, couple of right hands, and takes him down with a modified fireman's carry. Yeah, I noticed that a bit ago. Their names being on their trunks. But it is honestly still pretty fucking hard to tell them apart. Which isn't really a bad thing. You got like an Usos vibe going for him right now, I feel like. You know, Usos before they were down since day 1-ish. Black and Justin continuing their fight at ringside. Justin going to throw him across the ringside area. Gets back inside now. And Black going to rejoin him in there. Able to block the knees. Instead pulls him in. Has him on his shoulders. Looking here for the backpack stunner. The same way he beat him last week. Punch got caught. And now James looking for a Russian leg sweep, taking him down. Into the cover here, has the outside leg hooked, but still only a 2 count. A 2013 Uso vibe. Basically pre-2016, pre-second brand split, I would say. Because that's when they went day 1-ish, is when American Alpha got called up as part of the draft. Oh, and Justin James was laying Black out with that spinning heel kick. Now going to the top turnbuckle. Justin James could be closing in on the World Tag Titles. But only a 2 count. Still not finished though. James back up to the top turnbuckle. Looking for some more Justin to win, but this time Black gets the knees up. And now setting up James. He's got him up. Looking for some snake eyes in the corner. And into the cover will that dude. Oh man, that gash has just been very much widened. But Dustin, in the nick of time, able to break things up and keep the Block Party alive in this tag title match. Darkness Incarnate are supposed to lose it via Chen being pinned, not this. Not like this. Justin now launched over the top rope and down to the floor below he goes. Logan Black just waiting for him to get back inside, forcing Justin to expend his own energy to do so. Now hasn't no kicks to the gut from Justin, turns him around, setting him up here perhaps, looking for a back suplex, and gets all of it. Meanwhile, Dustin James once again tearing apart the announce table. Spanish commentators just cannot catch a fucking break, and now getting inside the ring for some reason. But either way, Justin James continuing his offense against Logan Black. But Black with the reversal elbows to the gut. Breaking that one up. And now, oh, what a face buster. Tag made back to Carr. Vicious right hand there. Now going to pull him in. But Justin James with a reversal into the inverted DDT. At least it isn't getting broken, which is the real problem. You know what? I fucking agree. Tag made back to Dustin, who takes Carr down with that clothesline. Gonna grab him by the hand here and give him a monkey flip into the Block Party's corner. Trying to cut the ring in half, prevent Carr from making it back to Black. As James now goes to the top turnbuckle, looking here for Dustin the win. Now the cover to win the tag titles. But Black right there to break it up. Oh my God! Dustin James just got laid out by Logan Black. And once again, he is just having none of it. Now Jordan Carr, able to shake off the cobwebs, refocus on the task at hand here. Wait, maybe not. Final destination. Now going to the top rope again. Looking for some more Dustin to win, but this time Carr gets the knees up. Now Carr pulls him in. Has him on his shoulders, looking for a Samoan drop. And now stomp right to the arm. Gonna make that tag back over to Logan Black. The American Satan legal once again. And hang on, gets caught into a wheelbarrow bolt. No, shoves him off. Black now pulls James in and tosses him back into Darkness Incarnate's corner. Now setting up here for a camel clutch, trying to force the submission. But of course, rope break is a factor in this no disqualifications match. Kick across the face, caught Dustin there. Now has him by the hand. And stomping away at that hand. And Justin James just not looking good over there. A lot of blood pouring down his face. But Logan Black here has the arm pulling against the rope. And now, oh my God, that DDT going for the cover. But only a 2. Justin James just barely breaking things up. Logan Black gonna get rid of him. And now refocus on Dustin. Or rather, make a tag to Jordan Carr. And Carr now raking at the eyes of Dustin James, but he's able to fight him off. Gonna send Carr over the top rope. Quick drop kick. Carr able to avoid it. Now these two going back and forth in the middle of the ring. Carr setting up, looking for a pump handle. Suplex. And makes that tag back to Black. Oh, James able to avoid it. Takes it down to the drop kick. Trying to capitalize now. Looking for the inverted DDT. Didn't quite get all of it there, but I think he got enough of it. And is now setting up, looking for a Dustin Buster. Tag made back to Justin. And Logan Black just eats a flying forearm. Justin picks him back up, brings him into the adjacent corner, the neutral corner here. And lifts him up, looking here for some Justin Valley Driver. Now the cover to win the tag titles. But Jordan Carr breaking things up at the count of 2. Jordan Carr going to get sent over the top rope and be brought back down to the floor by Justin, who goes to the top rope now. Thought maybe he was thinking for Justin to win, decides against it. Instead, looking for a crossbody and gets all of it. Now makes that tag back to Dustin. And Dustin gets caught into the DDT. Going for the cover to retain the tag team titles, only a 2. Jordan Carr still down on the outside, couldn't defend the pinfall. Oh, and Justin James gets taken out with the painkiller DDT from Black into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Darkness Incarnate retains. And that right there is why he is referred to as the juggernaut of Darkness Incarnate. When Jordan Carr was down at ringside, Logan Black took matters into his own hands. one painkiller rather, for Justin James, and that modified chemical kiss DDT for Dustin James to retain the World Tag Team Championship.
Winners and still the World Tag Team Champions.
Darkness Incarnate. Their 131-day reign continues. But now it is time for our next match of the night. Holy shit, that ending indeed. That was honestly fucking great. That was a really good match. These guys over-delivered, I think. Like, this straight up may be one of Darkness Incarnate's best tag matches, straight up. And the fucking Block Party brought it out of them. Alright, but now we're going to go ahead and, like I said, move on to our next match of the evening. Let's go ahead and get to it as Xander Storm gets set to face off against former tag team partner Zach Stasiak. There we go. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and pay the bets out real quick. The Darkness Incarnate going to get the win there. Paying y'all out 3 times for that one. Congratulations, Brendan. Alright, and let's go ahead and get this next matchup going. Like I said, it is Xander Storm versus Zach Stasiak 1-on-1. Now, Xander Storm has been targeting Zach Stasiak for several weeks here on XTW. It all started when Zach Stasiak was going one-on-one with Logan Black on the mid-season premiere. But ultimately, he would be cost the win when Xander Storm ran in and hit him with a Maple Leaf Lariat as he was delivering the Zack Stabber. Since then, these two have faced off in tag team competition alongside Jason Edwards for Zach Stasiak and Sean Goldman for Xander Storm. But then this past Monday night on XTW, as Gavin Thompson was making the announcement for the UPW Championship match, we saw Xander Storm attacking Zach Stasiak backstage. At that point, Gavin Thompson made it official that Zach Stasiak and Xander Storm would face off here at Relentless. And you have to bet that Zach Stasiak, he looks forward to picking up the win tonight and moving past this rivalry. Not a maple syrup kind of guy, eh? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is our mid-card match of the evening. Xander Storm versus Zach Stasiak, and this match begins now. Kicks to the leg. To start things off, Xander Storm responds with a knee to the midsection. Now from behind, turns Stasiak around. Now, just unloading those knees into the back. Now gives him an inverted DDT. Zack Stasiak, the very first move of his was that kick right to the left leg. Now he saw Xander Storm just unloading knee strike after knee strike with that left knee. Almost like he's trying to get into Zack Stasiak's head. Very impressive athleticism there a moment ago as well. Now almost stealing the Stasiak attack. Going to the top turnbuckle now is Xander Storm looking for a 450 here. Xander Storm, a very agile man for his size, but Zack Stasiak looking to bring him down a peg with that Poison Rana. Now off the ropes, brings him down to the flatliner. Still not done. Dropping the knee across the arm, and Zack Stasiak kicks to the back. Now it's the X Factor to the top turnbuckle. A very unique diving attack there. I'm not even sure what the hell I just saw, to be honest. Almost gets him the win, though, but Xander Storm able to kick out of the count of 2. Now stomp across the face. Could be looking for the end here, but Xander Storm with a reversal. Dragon Screw taking Zack Stasiak down. Now going to pick him up onto his shoulders. Brings him all the way across the ring for some snake eyes. And just a couple of face washes here in the corner. Still not finished. Oh, what a big boot there from the Canadian Nightmare. Now off the middle rope. What's he thinking here? Diving leg drop. And man, look at that gash across the forehead of Zack Stasiak. Been busted wide open, and now Xander Storm with a Maple Leaf Lariat. Going for the cover, but only a 2 count. Gonna pick him right back up, maybe looking for the Thunderstorm driver, but Zack Stasiak able to reverse it. And now looking for the Stasiak attack. Falls right into the cover, hook of the outside leg, but only a 2. Plus side of rework, Storm Drain is not a finisher anymore. Downside of rework, Jordan probably put it as a regular submission. Now Zack Stasiak looking for a kendo stick from under the ring. Xander Storm not going to allow him to use it. Instead pulls him in for a big back body drop. Big belly-to-belly suplex, rather. Oh, and a knee drop across the arm. Now just deadlifts the X Factor up onto his feet, or onto his shoulder rather, and slams him back down into the canvas with a power slam. Going for the cover now is the Canadian Nightmare, only gets a 2 count. Picks him right back up, big knee to the midsection. And Zack Stasiak from behind looking for a back suplex. Still has the wrist locked. Picks Storm back up for a German suplex. Still has the wrist locked. Turns him around. And now a traditional vertical suplex to complete the trifecta. Zack Stasiak still not finished yet, though. Picks him right back up. Pulls him in for FYF into the cover. Goes the X Factor, but only a 2 count. Now Zack Stasiak has a hold of that kendo stick, looking to unload it on Storm. Gets one shot, a second one now. But this time, Xander Storm able to grab it from him and use the kendo stick against Stasiak. Couple more shots there. Looking for a third, and he just broke it right over the X Factor. Oh, and what a Maple Leaf Lariat. That could very well do it for the X Factor here tonight. But he only gets a 2, does Xander Storm. But now turn him around, looking for ground zero, which is not a move I believe we've seen Xander Storm hit in quite a long time. Zack Stasiak, however, was still able to have it scouted, but Xander Storm is not going to let that stop him. Maintaining the offensive, now goes to the top turnbuckle, calling for Stasiak to get back up. Off the ropes, looking for a diving clothesline. Stasiak counters with a punch to the gut. But still Xander Storm able to regain the offensive, pull him in for a pump handle backbreaker. Still not finished, runs back at him for an ultimate splash. Stasiak rolls out of the way. Both men struggling to get back up to their feet. Stasiak with a flatliner. Into the cover now. Will that do it for Xander Storm? No, only a 2. Stasiak looking for another weapon from under the ring. This time gets a baseball bat, but Xander Storm again not allowing him to use the weapon. Inverted atomic drop gives him a second one. Now he goes down. And now Xander Storm has the bat. Oh, right across the shoulder. Now Xander Storm on his own is already a very dangerous man, but when you give him a weapon like that, I don't know how it is even possible to overcome a guy like him. Oh, what a DDT there from Stasiak. These two starting to bring their fight up the entranceway. And remember, no countouts in this matchup. This match can take place anywhere in the arena. But of course, falls have to occur inside the ring. And there's that little bit of concrete in between the ramp and that padding that Stasiak just sent Storm shoulder first into a moment ago. Oh! Big knee there, and now a poison Rana to follow up. Stasiak delivers a double leg drop right across the groin of Xander Storm, it looked like there. Now picks him up, turns him around once again, looking for a tiger suplex on the concrete. Not a good landing at all for the Canadian Nightmare. Roundhouse kick. Has him staggered, unloads with these strikes. And now brings him into the barricade. Stasiak now from behind, looking for an inverted suplex on the concrete and on the steel. And now from behind again. Oh my god! Head first into the concrete. Stasiak is trying to kill Xander Storm here tonight. Now picks him up and monkey flips him up the ramp. And this is an intense fight between these two former tag team partners. Once upon a time, these guys were part of the great team known as La Militia. But then last year, heading into Soul Survivor, Xander Storm betrayed the group, betrayed all of XTW when he turned out to be the Rat, helping Motor City Wrestling succeed in the lead up to Soul Survivor. You gotta know that Zach Stasiak, he's been holding that rage inside of him for the past year. He's never really had a good chance to take his aggression out on Xander Storm until just now. And now after physically assaulting him on the entranceway, Zach Stasiak just taking a moment to get in his head and laugh at the Canadian Nightmare, but he's not gonna have any of that. I think Stasiak should have just focused on putting Xander Storm away, because now he's just reignited the fire within the Canadian Nightmare. Gonna bring him back inside the ring. A tactical bump. Chemical X from out of nowhere. Into the cover, center of the ring. Only a 2 count. Crowd is chanting one more time, and I think that's what it's going to take to put Xander Storm away. I don't know how the hell he just kicked out of that Chemical X from out of nowhere, but now Zach Stasiak has a steel chair at his disposal. But now he's thinking, do I have what it can I do this to my old friend? Can I hit him with this steel chair? And that hesitation gonna cost him. Xander Storm from behind, ground 0. Now the cover, hooks the leg, but Stasiak kicks out. Zach Stasiak had an opportunity to put Xander Storm away a moment ago, and he didn't take it. Xander Storm took advantage, hit ground 0, and nearly ended Zach Stasiak's night. Now Xander Storm maintains control. Oh, looking for an ultimate splash. Once again, Zach Stasiak had it scouted. Storm with a knee strike, and off the ropes with a huge lariat. But Storm not finished yet. Pulls him in. lifts him up, and drops him all the way down. And that is it for Zack Stasiak. Xander Storm picks up a massive victory here tonight with that derecho bomb. But my God, what a match that was. Dude, no lie, the fucking storytelling of that matchup was fucking phenomenal.
Here is your winner, Xander Storm.
I'd like to talk shit about 2K22 all day long, and to be fair, it is much deserved shit to be talked. But sometimes the AI just fucking gets it right, and this was a perfect example of that right there. Xander Storm picking up a massive victory, and of course showing the wounds of war as a result. Brendan, why the fuck did you say that? I guarantee you, now Sean Golden and Jason Edwards are just gonna bomb. I fucking guarantee you. But we're gonna go ahead and find out. Xander Storm picks up the win, but now Sean Golden and Jason Edwards look to settle their beef once and for all. I just realized I still have my fucking hair up. Let me go ahead and let this shit down real quick. There we go. Ah, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and pay out the non-existent bets for that one. Nobody bet on Xander Storm. Of course, that is why he won that match. We all know it. The fucking conspiracy and all that bullshit. But like I said, up next we got Jason Edwards and Xander Storm. Jason Edwards and Sean Golden, rather, set to collide. It's the law of bets. It truly is, which is really fucking weird. Alright, let's go ahead and get our next matchup going. My God, I don't know how the hell Golden and Edwards are going to follow that shit. But we're going to see. We're going to see if they can. Xander going with the Kali Gauntlet. And there he is, the San Fran Psycho, making his way down to the ring for this match. Now this whole rivalry, well, it really started last year when Sean Goldman and Jason Edwards formed a tag team to face off against the likes of Xander Storm and Christopher Wolf. But through that de facto tag team, Edwards and Storm were able to find success and become the most dominant duo in all of Extreme Takedown Wrestling. Ultimately, their success would lead them to a title match for the World Tag Team Championships against the British Empire. And later on that night, Sean Goldman would challenge for the UPWA Championship against Alex Rude. Now that was all back at Hardcore Hell back in November. And Sean Goldman, well, he was injured after that night. His match with Alex Rude left him on the shelf after he was attacked by the masked stranger that we would later find out to be Tyler Van Diver. But Sean Goldman, he claims that he gave everything for him and Edwards to succeed and survive that night. And when Edwards couldn't even defeat Alex Rude the following week on XTW, Sean Goldman knew he had a vendetta to take out against the Anarchist as soon as he possibly could. Now Goldman first had business to take care of over on MCW in dealing with the Golden Star Tyler Van Diver. Then he would get himself wrapped up in a feud with Seth Baker. But at Sole Survivor, Sean Goldman and Jason Edwards had both qualified for the tournament, and as luck would have it, as fate would have it, they found themselves staring each other down from across the ring in the first round. After a respectful bout between the two superstars, Sean Goldman seized his opportunity to take the revenge he'd been waiting to take for 5 months at that point. After the match, Goldman attacked Edwards, threw him into the steel steps, and just left him in a broken mess. Goldman figured after that the issue was settled. He had gotten even with Jason Edwards. But from Goldman's perspective, Edwards carried things on when he cost Sean Goldman his match against Seth Baker. Wait a second. Riley Anderson? What the hell is Anderson doing here? He's scheduled for the UPWA Championship match tonight. He's not supposed to be out here yet trying to chokeslam Jason Edwards. And now lifting him up here looking for a brainbuster. Riley Anderson targeting What the hell is Anderson even doing out here? Anderson and Goldman working together, it seems like. Oh! Edwards trying to keep Anderson at bay. I'm not even sure if Sean Goldman realizes what Anderson's doing out here. Edwards looking for a weapon. Has a steel chair. Goldman taking advantage. And, oh! Military press slam across the floor, and now using that steel chair. Oh, it just takes him out of the knee. Now Riley Anderson looking for a weapon of his own. What is he doing here? Has a sledgehammer. Has the steel chair now, maybe not. And Goldman just laying out Jason Edwards with that full Nelson slam. Well, as I was saying before, from Goldman's point of view, Edwards extended this feud by attacking him and costing him his match with Seth Baker a few weeks ago. And since then, these two have just been at each other's throats, attacking each other backstage after matches. And now tonight, hopefully we finally find a resolution to this feud. But Riley Anderson, ensuring that things do not go Jason Edwards' way, now has him by the throat. And looking for a choke slam to the Anarchist. And Goldman taking advantage, going for the cover. But only a 2 count. Well, I have no idea why the hell Riley Anderson was out here. He's scheduled to fight in the main event later tonight against Johnny Nightblade for the UPWA Championship, but coming out here early to attack Jason Edwards, I'm not sure what the deal is, but either way, Goldman, without a doubt, going to benefit from the interference. Jason Edwards, regardless, manages to retain control, turn things back around, lifts him up now, and looking for the Chaos Cutter. Gonna pick him back up, kick to the gut. Edwards lifts Goldman up, looking for controlled chaos. It falls right into the cover, hook to the outside leg to put the San Fran Psycho away, and that's all she wrote. Well, in spite of the interference, and there you see it again, Riley Anderson sticking his nose where it doesn't belong, attacking Jason Edwards in this match with that brutal chokeslam. Sean Goldman would attempt to take advantage by going for the cover, but Edwards able to kick out at the count of 2. And Edwards able to fight on in this contest, turn things back around, and pick up the victory with controlled chaos.
Here is your winner, Jason Edwards.
But regardless, congratulations to Jason Edwards on the win, not letting the interference get the better of him. And this has got to feel really good for Jason Edwards, getting his win back from Sole Survivor, and of course, shutting down the man who's been antagonizing him for the past 2 months here in the UPWA. But now it is time for our third of 4 title matches here tonight, as our World Hardcore Champion Cody Gray gets set to defend against Seth Baker one-on-one. Let me go ahead and update Discord real quick, and I'll pay out the bets, and then I'll read the chat. Edwards getting the win with Controlled Chaos, and Edwards going to win the bets as well. Fair enough, Brendan. I understand. I figured Brian bet on Jason Edwards. I don't know why. Despite Anderson being there for some reason and then disappearing mid-air on the replay. We're not going to talk about that. Alright, let's go ahead and get our next matchup going, though. Like I said, it is Seth Baker challenging Cody Gray for the World Hardcore Championship. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to it.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the World Hardcore Championship.
Now, this matchup is coming to be because a few weeks ago, back on the mid-season premiere of Extreme Takedown Wrestling, Seth Baker, he was announced as one of the superstars traded over to XCW. And right off the bat, he was announced to have his blow-off match with Sean Goldman. Now, during the matchup, Seth Baker would suffer a concussion after all the chair shots that he had received from the San Fran Psycho. And later on that night, as he was being checked out in the trainer's room, Cody Gray would arrive to antagonize Seth Baker as well as his brothers, and tell him that after one hardcore match, if this is the state you've been left in, then you don't belong here on Extreme Takedown Wrestling. Seth Baker and his brothers took that to heart, and the next week, Jeff Baker challenged Cody Gray to a one-on-one match that Gray would be victorious in. However, this past Monday night, Seth Baker would get the last laugh when he and Jason Edwards defeated Cody Gray and Sean Goldman in tag team competition. But now it is time for Seth Baker to finally go one-on-one with the good guy, Cody Gray, for the World Hardcore Championship. Hey, what's going on, Lil Tiny Chan? How you doing, fam? Yo, just saying, if you want to bet, you got like 15 seconds left. 0 is Seth Baker, 1 is Cody Gray. If you can get it in time, that is. And of course, that is what it's all about, the World Hardcore Championship.
From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 229 pounds, Seth Baker.
Seth Baker ranked at number 23 on XCW with 4 wins and 8 losses, ranked at number 40 in the overall UPWA.
And introducing the champion from Fort Wayne, Indiana, weighing in at 226 pounds, he is the World Hardcore Champion, Cody Gray.
Cody Gray, meanwhile, ranked at number 5 on XCW with 8 wins and 6 losses this year, ranked at number 10 overall. Seth Baker also has 5 wins and 14 losses on pay-per-view, whereas Cody Gray stands with 14 wins and 13 losses. It's also worth pointing out that today is day number 131 of Cody Gray's World Hardcore Championship reign. He is the second longest reigning World Hardcore Champion in history, just 23 days behind the Brisbane Bruiser Oxley. But Seth Baker is looking to put an end to that here tonight. Just drives that knee across the face of the good guy. Now going to pick him back up off the ropes, looking for a crossbody. Gray able to sidestep him. Looking for a back elbow. Seth Baker with the counter, though, and now takes him down with the single leg. And, oh! Very innovative move there from Seth Baker. Now goes to the top turnbuckle looking for a swanton bomb, but Cody Gray gets those knees up. And now kick right to the side. Right to the shoulder, it looked like, of Seth Baker. Baker going to turn things back around, though, and take him down with the Dragon Screw. Just couldn't think of the name there for a second. Gray runs back at him, looking for a drop kick. Seth Baker able to block, sends him off the ropes, sends him over the top rope, rather, and down to the floor below. This match going to continue at the ringside area. Baker trying to pick Cody Gray back up, but there's the reversal. Punch to the midsection. Now brings him face first into that ring post. Baker fighting him off, and a big running knee strike, taking Gray down. Looking to follow up here. Snake Eyes across the barricade, and an elbow drop across the inside of the knee. Still not finished, targeting those legs. DDT to the foot as well. Seth Baker, it seems like he's had a game plan in this matchup, and that is to take out the base of Cody Gray, take out his legs, and take out much of his mat-based ability. I mean, Cody Gray, he depends on those legs to be able to fully apply the Cody Clutch, which he has used to tap out many superstars in the past, including Seth Baker's own brother, Jeff Baker, just 3 weeks ago. Elbow drops to the inside of the leg once again, looking for a standing shooting star, but this time Gray gets the knees up. Gonna pick him back up and bring him across the ringside area. Now looking for a weapon, it looks like. But Seth Baker, no, he's got a steel chair. Baker not letting him use it though. But still Cody Gray fighting back. Looking for a neck breaker on the chair. Now picks him right back up, brings him back inside the ring. Does Cody Gray. Quickly follows him in there. The kick got blocked. Baker with a kick of his own. But Cody Gray now going to bring him into the corner. Has that arm pulling against it. Using that rope to his advantage, completely legal in the match. But Baker now, still fighting back, brings him down with a facebuster. Now going to pick the champion up. Gray with a reversal. Nice jawbreaker there. Has him stunned against the ropes. Baker still fighting back. Oh, wait, able to block the roundhouse and turn it around with a kick of his own. These two have had just about every one of each other's moves scouted. It's almost impossible for the other to really gain a strong base of momentum, it seems like. I mean, we're like 3 minutes into this matchup, and we're still in the feeling out process, it seems like. Cody Gray looking for a baseball bat. Oh, it just gets back suplexed onto not only the bat, but that steel chair as well. And now Seth Baker going to tear apart the announcer's table. Wouldn't be the first time someone's tore that table apart tonight. It probably won't be the last. Now Cody Gray unloading a chair shot across the skull, but just eats a running knee. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's only been in championship matches that that announce table cover's been taken off. I know Parker did it earlier, Dustin James did it earlier, and now Seth Baker doing the same. Cody Gray just unloading with that chair shot. Lures Baker in for the arm drag, but Baker back up to his feet, preventing any more offense from being used with that chair. But now able to avoid the chair shot. It looks like that chair just broke over the will of Seth Baker, it seemed like. The no-sellingness. Now off the ropes, looking for a springboard uppercut. Incredible maneuver there. Now a quick knee drop across the face, has the hand pinned, and drops the knee. The mind is stronger than the chair, it seems. It definitely does seem so, doesn't it? Wait a minute, Seth Baker setting up. Looking for the Baker driver. Middle of the ring, has the leg hooked. This could be it for Cody Gray and his title reign. And it's over! Seth Baker has defeated Cody Gray here tonight. What an upset victory.
Here is your winner and new World Hardcore Champion, Seth Baker.
To think just a minute ago, I was about to say something about how Baker has been the closest to beating Cody Gray in singles competition in months as he was hitting that Baker driver. And sure enough, that thought rang true, because Seth Baker stands before you now as the new World Hardcore Champion. What a goddamn match that was. I was not at all expecting that result. I thought for sure Cody Gray had this in the bag. But regardless, 131 days as champion for Cody Gray, and his reign is over. Oxley's longest reigning World Hardcore title, well, longest reign as World Hardcore Champion remains intact. And at this point, I think that's how it's just going to be until the end of the UPWA now. Unless Seth Baker can go on to hold this championship until Wrestling Palace. Which, if he can defeat Cody Gray, I think this man can fucking do anything. But now we're going to go ahead and move on, ladies and gentlemen, to our main event of the evening. Coming up next, Riley Anderson coming out here for a scheduled match this time, as he faces off against Johnny Nightblade for the UPWA Championship in what has been a very, very heated rivalry between these two. Let me go ahead and pay the bets out real quick. Congratulations, Brendan, once again on winning another bet. Hey, yeah, 3 times. So that was a good fucking match. Then again, Seth Baker is a dark horse in his own right. That he is. He honestly really is. You know, I have to say, I really think that Seth Baker is honestly just one of the breakout stars of the UPWA. Like, we have our fucking designated, almost designated fucking main event scene, pretty much. Like, we have our established guys who you know are fucking good. Like Peter Rodriguez, Sean Goldman, Zach Stasiak, Xander Storm, Devin Russ. But I think Seth Baker is really fucking proven himself to be just fucking real homegrown talent here, to be honest. He's like our equivalent to fucking Jungle Boy or Darby Allin kind of at this point. I agree to some extent. Black Hole Cole and breakout star. Black Hole Cole did have a fucking great run in EPW, I will say. Kick his ass. Oh, I'm late. And we're gonna get our last match of the night going in just a second here. Riley Anderson will be facing off against Johnny Nightblade for the UPW Championship. But yeah, like, we've had quite a few breakouts. I would even argue that Johnny Nightblade at this point is a fucking breakout star. Like, in the fallout of all this obliteration shit. Like, Peter Rodriguez turning against the Nightblades. And just Johnny being a fucking UPW champion in general. Being a champion who's reigned as long as he has. Like, Johnny right now is the longest reigning UPW champion, in case anybody hasn't realized. At 131 days, he has surpassed Zach Stasiak's reign of 119 days that stood at the top for about a year and a half. But now we're going to go ahead and get our next match going, though. Anderson versus Nightblade, one-on-one.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the Pro Wrestling Alliance Championship.
We'd like to thank the Fuck Gavin Thompson Foundation. We'd like to congratulate Seth Baker for helping the Resistance grow stronger. Well, there he is, Riley Anderson, making his way down to the ring. Now, last night on MCW, we crowned our first Grand Slam champion in the form of Pedro Rodriguez, and by extension, we crowned our third ever Triple Crown champion when Pedro won the UPW Tag Team Championships alongside his brother Marco. Riley Anderson, on the other hand, he is a former European champion and a former UPWA and World Tag Team champion. If he wins the UPWA Championship here tonight, he will become the fourth ever Triple Crown champion. It's just that we don't fucking skew the goddamn results this time. I'll go ahead and make the sacrifice right here, just to give Johnny a chance. And there he is, the UPWA champion. He has said this is no longer about the title, though. 4 weeks ago, on the Fallout episode of XCW from Soul Survivor, Kenny and Johnny Nightblade were talking to Aaron Ryan backstage about how they felt regarding Pedro Rodriguez's betrayal to Doomsday. And that's when Riley Anderson decided to taunt and insult the Nightblades. Afterwards, Anderson would be challenged to a tag team match by Kenny and Johnny, where he would be tasked with finding a tag team partner. Anderson found one in the form of Devin Russ, who had been traded to XTW. I'll go ahead and keep on talking about this whole rivalry here in just a moment, but for now, let's go ahead and get to our announcements and the tail of the tape.
Introducing the challenger from Leeds, England, weighing in at 239 pounds, Riley Anderson.
Riley Anderson currently ranked number 12 on XW with 6 wins, 10 losses, and 1 draw, 27 overall in the
Introducing
UPWA.
the champion from San Diego, California, weighing in at 232 pounds. He is the Pro Wrestling Alliance champion, Johnny Nightblade.
Johnny Nightblade, meanwhile, ranked number 1 on XTW with 15 wins, 3 losses, number 2 overall in the UPWA. And also Frost Hero 77 with the raid. What's going on, homie? For those of y'all just tuning in, you are just in time for our main event of the evening. Riley Anderson and Johnny Nightblade set to face off for their title, the UPWA Championship, in what has been a blood feud that's been boiling for the past month. Like I was saying, after that tag team match, Kenny Nightblade would go up one-on-one with Devin Russ the following week, where after the contest, Devin Russ would hold Nightblade back and prevent him from interfering as Riley Anderson went on to injure Kenny Nightblade with that Thunderfire driver into the ring post. The following week, Nightblade went ahead and paid it forward by taking out Devin Russ with a flurry of chair shots unprotected to the skull. Now both Devin Russ and Kenny Nightblade are out of action, making sure that this will be a one-on-one between Johnny Nightblade and Riley Anderson for the UPW Championship. Both men missing those springboards there. GCW, oh shoot, EFED's coming together. Lunar CB, Frost Hero, what's going on, dudes? What is up, brother? We just finished our GCW EFED tonight as well. Hell yeah, dude, hell yeah. How'd it go, man? Let's see, for those of y'all who are new to the UPWA, let's see. Well, I appreciate the attempt at the emo Silent Storm. It was awesome as hell, brother. That's what we fucking love to hear. We've been having a pretty good show over here as well. We've had 3 title matches so far. This is our 4th and final title match of the night, as well as 3 non-title matches, and they've all been fucking bangers. For those of y'all who are new here, this is the UPWA. This is XTW. One of our, well, this is XTW Relentless, our first pay-per-view in 2K22. And of course, XTW is one of our 2 shows. MCW is our second. Those take place Tuesdays and Thursdays, respectively, at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you do want to be more involved in UPWA at all, if you do find this interesting at all, and the way to really get in on the storylines is by joining our Discord server, where I frequently post storyline updates. I post promos all the fucking time to progress our storyline, since you really can't do shit in the game that would make sense to take place out of the ring, if you know what I mean. GCW Global Championship Wrestling. See, I was thinking it was probably something like that. Ain't GCW, like, ain't that also the fucking show that took over TNA for a bit? Or was that like GFW, Global Force Wrestling or some shit? Anyway, this matchup continues on. Nightblade unloading that steel chair into Riley Anderson. Anderson able to fight back, but now Nightblade from behind looking for a German suplex, taking him down on the outside. And once again has that steel chair. Like I was saying before, this is not about defending the UPWA Championship for Johnny Nightblade. This is eye for an eye, blood for blood, tooth for a tooth. The Hellhound for his brother. This is a very personal rivalry for Johnny Nightblade, and Riley Anderson now just bashing that steel chair across the skull of Johnny. And you can see the dents in that chair almost destroyed after all the abuse that these two have put each other through using that weapon. Anderson going for the cover, only gets himself a 1 count. Oh! Anderson picked him up, put up the dukes, but Nightblade able to get through it, and now a couple of forearms there. Finishes off with a sling blade. Nightblade trying to get himself back into the match. Now lifts Anderson up on his shoulder. Setting up here, looking for the neck blader. And goes right for the cover. Has the outside leg hooked, but only a 2 count. The neck blader, it's the fucking neck blader, dude. Nightblade only gets a 2 count on that, but now a small package driver sending Anderson head first into the canvas, setting him up for some San Diego Starlight, but Anderson gets those knees up to keep himself alive in this championship match. Now Nightblade has Anderson up, looking for a powerbomb to the outside. Nightblade is trying to put Anderson on the shelf after what he did to his brother 2 weeks ago. But now Anderson taking Nightblade down with that dragon screw, looking for a weapon of his own, has the sledgehammer, drives it right into the rib cage of Johnny Nightblade. Nightblade able to get out of the way of that shot, and now takes him down to the single leg dropkick, and now it's Nightblade who has the sledgehammer right to the ankle. Another shot across the shin. Anderson back up to his feet, takes Nightblade down to the clothesline. Gonna pick him right back up, and looks to bring him across the ringside area into the barricade. Now, do we or do we not think that Riley Anderson is going to at some point take that fucking announcer table hood off? Because we've seen it so far in every other title match tonight. Great block by Anderson a moment ago, able to reverse the Hurricane Rana into a powerbomb. Now pulls him up and brings him down with the inverted suplex. Picks him right back up. Anderson not finished yet, but Nightblade takes him down with a spinning soul kick. Now going back for the sledgehammer. And drives it right into the ribs. Once again, for good measure, Anderson gets back up to his feet. And from behind, looking for a DDT. Now Anderson has the sledgehammer again. Nightblade able to knock it out of his hands. Quick kick to the leg. Soul kick to the midsection from Anderson. Real question is, are we going to see a break for once? Probably not. Announce tables are expensive as fuck, Brendan. Alright? Ain't no fucking way we're breaking the goddamn announce table. Okay, Johnny's gonna tear it apart, but we're not breaking it. Turns out it wasn't right. Anyway, Nightblade gets back inside the ring. Anderson off the ropes with a springboard clothesline. Now has him by the hand. Couple of stomps right to the back. And a boot to the face. Still has that wrist. Pins his hand behind his back. Grabs at the other hand. And now bending back the fingers, trying to break. John Nightblade's fingers. Double knee drops to the back. Picks the champion up, grabs him by the throat. Could be looking to win the UPWA Championship here tonight. Hooks the outside leg. To win the title, only a 2 count. Anderson arguing with the referee says that was a 3. But the fact of the matter is, whether Anderson likes it or not, referee only counted a 2. This match will continue on. Nightblade's championship reign is still intact for now. But Anderson looking to put an end to it once and for all as he continues to systematically destruct the limbs of Nightblade one by one. Drops the knee across the face. Sets him up once again. Has him by the throat here. Walks back towards the middle of the ring and delivers. No! Nightblade reverses the choke slam, but you can see the blood pouring down his face. Retreats to the outside looking for a weapon. Looking for something to assist him in this hardcore matchup. Slams that ladder across his face. Quick stomp. Now has the hand pinned and a stomp right to the elbow. Anderson able to get back up to his feet. But Nightblade maintaining control. Oh yeah, started from the top of the ladder. I fucking wish. I still don't understand why the hell they took out the ability to do like finishers and signatures off the top of a ladder back in 2K19. And I don't know why they didn't bring them back in 2K20 or 2K22. Anderson picks him up. Oh! Spinning back fist. Unloading with these strikes, but Nightblade finds the answer. Now to the top turnbuckle, the champion goes. Able to dive over him. Charges in. Spear! Going for the pin to retain the title. And only a 2. Incredible sequence there from Johnny and Anderson. But Anderson finds the wherewithal to keep going in this match and keep himself alive. Nightblade to the top rope, looking for San Diego Starlight to the back as Anderson's getting back up. Going for the pin, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Nightblade retains. Holy fuck. He blew his back out. He honestly fucking did. I was not expecting that finish. That was insane. Well, there's the aftermath of it right there from another angle now. The fucking Anderson trying to take him off the top turnbuckle. He fucking jumps out of the way, rolls through, runs back at him with a spear. And there it is again, that fucking San Diego Starlight as Anderson's getting back up. Johnny Nightblade retains the UPWA Championship here tonight. To cap off what has been an absolutely incredible show, a phenomenal first pay-per-view in 2K22. That was a great last part to the match. It really fucking was. You asked how XCW was going to answer MCW's show, and this was your answer. It really fucking was. Like, MCW had a fucking fantastic show last night. Funny thing is, MCW ran for, like, about the same amount of time as we're running tonight for the pay-per-view. Like, that was just a weekly show last night. Also, just want to go ahead and say to the 6 of y'all who are still here, be sure to stick around, because here in a moment, since we got raided by Frost Hero, we're going to go ahead and pass the raid on to somebody else who may or may not be deserving. We'll find out later. Let me see, in the meantime, if I can fucking find someone for us to raid real quick. Somebody who could actually use one. Doesn't really look like it. Smallest person that I could find that I'm actually following is Panda Kai, so we're just gonna go ahead and give her a raid. She's just chatting right now. You can go ahead and drop in there in just a moment, but for now, let's go ahead and just talk about the fucking show for a second, dude. Holy shit. Blame Blood Money for the ramp attack for that one, honestly. Nah, MCW last night, they only had 5 matches, but it went on for like an hour and a half. XTW had 7 matches, went on for an hour and a half. A bit over an hour and a half. But I will say, MCW did fucking burn the house down last night. Only had 1 dud, I think it was. And that was like the 4th match. What was that? If I can scroll here. Izzy Phelps and Slim Domingos was a bit of a dud, I'll be honest. But apart from that, like, all the other matches were fucking great. MCW last night was fucking, like, they didn't have as many matches, but they were compact. They were fucking filled to the brim with great moments and fucking high drama. Tonight, I don't think we had a single dud. I think all these matches did well in some aspects. Whether they were just competitive and had high drama or just told a fucking good story. Kamikaze Marty and Jacob Fisher, I thought, told a good story. That might have been the weakest match of the night, but it still wasn't even that bad. Xander Storm and Zach Stasiak had a good performance. A fucking very story-filled match, I have to say. Especially towards the end. Sean Golden and Jason Edwards, actually, I might give them maybe worst match of the night, because it was a bit lackluster considering the build. But we did have the interference from Anderson, so that kind of spiced things up a little bit. Golden and Edwards definitely did tell a story. It told a story that will continue, but yeah, but y'all had questions, exactly. It left the door open for sure. As for Johnny versus Anderson, this shit was fucking insane. And speaking of continuing stories, all I'm gonna say right now, all I'm gonna say for now, is that now that Nightblade has successfully retained on an XCW pay-per-view, now that his 131-day reign will continue off of his 4th successful title defense, now Nightblade is set to go over to Motor City Wrestling and defend that championship. So you have to wonder who is going to be in line on the blue and white brand to take on Johnny Nightblade. Oh man, alright. Holy fucking shit. This was a phenomenal show. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and it's not on the blue and white brand, but I got a couple ideas, fair enough. Jordan gonna have a good time watching the VOD. Oh, I fucking guarantee it. Alright. Oh, he's gonna fucking love a Akane Tanaka retainer for sure. He's gonna love Zack and Xander. He's gonna love that shit, dude. Alright, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna stop stalling now. I want to go ahead and thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in. This was a fucking great show. One of the, I think this is honestly one of the better fucking pay-per-views we've had too. Of course, recent memory is gonna, you know, give me some bias. But as far as like B-show pay-per-views this season go, I feel like this one's definitely up there. Maybe this might be the best B-show pay-per-view that we've had so far. You know, we still have 3 more B-shows to go, plus Sandstorm and Wrestling Palace. Alright, but as I said, I'm done stalling, guys. We're going to go ahead and close things out now. So once again, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. At least this show shows that there may be some promise for some good times. You know what? Fair. Facts, dude. Facts. I was very, 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 very fucking skeptical of going into 2K22. I'm honestly still very fearful of the whole data wipe thing. But this shit, like the past couple of shows, gives me faith that we are in for a good fucking ride, even with the shitty game itself. My only downside is the announce table not breaking. At least they interact with the announce table. I don't think I ever fucking tore the announce table apart once in 2K19. Alright, but I keep on saying I'm done stalling this time for real. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning into XTW Relentless. here tonight, live from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brendan, for sticking around throughout the whole show. Thank you, Yandy, for popping in earlier. I hope that whatever's going on, I hope it got resolved. Or I hope that if it hasn't got resolved here at 11:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which I believe that is 9:48 p.m. Western Standard Time, whatever California's time is. I hope that it gets resolved at some point, if that's the case. But yeah, thank you guys for fucking tuning in. 12:49, dude. It was 12:48 when I started saying that, so go fuck yourself. Unless you're just confirming that it is indeed 3 hours back, or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give Panda Kai the raid here in just a moment. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Fair enough, Brendan. Fair enough. We're gonna go ahead and give her the raid. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This was XW Relentless live from Minneapolis, Minnesota. The first pay-per-view in 2K22. 1 down, 5 to go. We'll be live with XW number 173 to catch up on the fallout from Relentless this Tuesday night. And then, of course, MCW the following Thursday night, both at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But until next time, this has been your boy, Doug the Dog 6, and I am signing off. You guys have a fucking wonderful night. You guys have a happy Friday. And I will catch you guys next week for some good old-fashioned UPWA. And maybe some GM mode on Wednesday, perhaps. More than likely. I'll keep y'all updated on that. Till next time, guys. I'm gonna get the raid started. And I will see you guys later. Have a good night, everybody.